Welcome friends to Healing and Dealing with Family Stress. My name is Macaya Miracle. I'm the co-creator of Accelerated Light Healing. I'm super excited to play with you today. I love this topic because these tools make your life easier. How many times have you gone to a family gathering and just left and with the point of view like, why did I even consider doing this? Why did I even consider going? I did not have any fun at all. Or maybe a romantic partner or spouse brought you to one of their family gatherings and you were just like, this was not very fun. If you know me, you know that I love to live my life from fun and bliss and play and joy. And so anything I can do to help make things that are less fun, blissful, and joyful, generally speaking, I love to share. So today, you're going to learn the 3 secrets to dealing with family stress. You're going to learn how to transform uncomfortable conversations into something much more expansive for you. And later on, we're going to do an activation to heal trauma and stress from past family gatherings. So it's going to be an amazing experience. What I'd like to do right now is I'd like to know why you're here. What is it that you would like to get out of today's live stream? What challenges or things you would like to know how to deal with easier related to your family and or family gatherings would you like to know about? Let's see what's coming in on the chat box here. Lacey says, oh my God, that's what I'm dealing with right now, family stress. Yeah, totally. So how can we help? How can we make things easier for you? Michelle says, release triggers before the upcoming festivities. LOL. Love it. Yeah. The holiday season is upon us. And one of the things that happens is we link, our brain does this linking system of first off, all the family gatherings that we've ever had. And then a second level of that of all the family gatherings related to the holidays that we ever had. Then a layer below that is all the family gatherings related to the specific holiday that you're going at. And then like meta above all of that is all the tension, stress, and trauma you have with each and every single family member that has ever been to one of those gatherings. So those 4 layers stacked on top of each other can create just massive tension and definitely the potential for triggers to be sparked very easily. And so what I'm going to share with you today will hopefully help you avoid that and actually just heal it so you don't have to feel that tension in your body whenever you think about those family members. Dave from Chicago says, I would like to know how to have a better time with my sister at Christmas. She doesn't think very highly of me. Aw, Dave. Yes, I will definitely share tools around that today too. Yay. Lacey says, some clearing or shifting. My mom just passed away in August and my brothers and I are at war. I feel like I lost them too. It's over money. And I absolutely have been feeling so many emotions. Yeah, totally get that. I hear that so much around when parents pass, and that the sibling rivalry can really kick up a notch or two. So during the activation, when we heal past family trauma, that should take care of a lot of that too. All right, love it. So if there's anything else you'd like to get on live stream, please feel free to put that in the chat box. And right now, what I'd like to do is just take a couple of minutes and get our energies connected, get the healing energies running. so we can create the most change possible. And then I'll tell you a little bit more about me and what we're going to be doing today, and then we're just going to jump in and play and have a good time. So what I'd like you to do right now is just close your eyes, take some deep breaths in, let them out with sound. Yeah. And on the exhale, let that sound draw you deep into your body. That's right. One more. Yeah. From this space, just continue deeply breathing and open yourself up to receive. Beautiful friends, take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment. Notice what you're experiencing in your body and your energy. Do that 2 more times. Once more. Beautiful, friends. And just notice how you're feeling, and if you could give that feeling a word or two, what would it be? Yay. So again, welcome to Healing and Dealing with Family Stress. My name is Macaya Miracle. I'm an energy healer and teacher. I have been studying and practicing energy healing every day for the last 15 and a half years. almost 16 years now. And it's been the main focus of my life. I've studied 29 modalities of healing, and I've channeled 60 modalities of healing onto the planet, new modalities. And I mainly use accelerated light healing because it is the quickest, I seem to get the quickest and most effective results with it. Accelerated light healing is a system of healing I channeled with a friend of mine, Vanda Natara Ora, in late 2012. And ever since, just more and more energies and upgrades have been coming through to help you change what's not working for you in your life and help create everything you'd like to have in and as your life. And kind of tweak life to be the way that you want it to be. For example, like your situations with your family. So accelerated light healing has 3 components. I'm just going to share these with you briefly, and then we're just going to jump right into it because I love the topic today. We have the intuitive counseling component where we have tools to clear out limiting beliefs and heavy, dense, stuck, painful emotions like that. And I'm going to show you how that works in just a moment. I'm going to teach you how to do it, and you'll have that tool to use for the rest of your life. It's very effective in family situations. I'm going to show you exactly how to use it in those. We also have tools to create what you'd like to have in and as your life. Creating things, physical objects like new cars, situations like a new job or people to take you out to dinner, or states of being like bliss, peace, and enlightenment. We have the energy healing component, which I've been running on you since before the live stream started, and will continue throughout the entire live stream. And when we get to the 3rd component of accelerated light healing, which is the energetic activation, the healing energies ramp up really high, and you're probably going to bliss out and maybe even fall asleep, but you're not actually falling asleep. It's just that the energies are so high that the only way your body knows how to receive them is to turn your mind on. I can't tell you how many people have said in my classes, Macaya, I could hear myself snoring, but I could also hear every word you were saying. It was really weird. I'm like, yes, awesome. Because when the mind's off, you can fully receive. There's no filter, there's no judgment, there's nothing to say, no, I'm not going to receive that. And these energies are so high and so pure, they just want to go right in. Create as much change for you as possible. They're intelligent, they know what to do. Yay. So, if you have anything you'd like to get out of today's live stream, feel free to put that in the chat box. There's a few more here. Linda says, hi, Macaya, my family is trying to control me. The root of it is money. Yeah. And she'd like to be stronger within herself. Yeah, totally. Crystal says, yes, I'm open to connecting with my family and would love to connect with them more and more. Beautiful, beautiful. Lacey asks, a little tingly, can I do this standing up? I'm cooking. She's feeling a little tingly, that's beautiful. Yay, yes, you totally can. And when we get to the energetic activation, you might want to pause your cooking endeavors and sit down or lay down, because if you don't, you may find yourself spacing out very much. Lila says, feeling blissful. Yay. Linda says, I want to be able to take care of myself, to have the strength to be on my own as soon as possible. Beautiful. Yay. Crystal says, I'm feeling deep breaths and heart opening. Oh, yay. Yay. Linda says, I'm trying to rise above and change. I have a lot of people, negative energy working against me. All right, well, we're going to talk about that very shortly here. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. Lilo says, I desire less ego within and without. Yay. Beautiful. So, what do you do with family? I'm reminded of a very cheesy line that we have in the United States here that says you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family. But the thing about it is, on some level, you did. You knew before you came down to this planet that that was going to be your family. So instead of resisting that, how can we work inside of that game and use it to our advantage? And when people say use it to your advantage, a lot of people think that's a bad thing. But what if it's actually the opposite? What if by you getting what you want, that helps other people get what they want too? I'm just going to plant that seed right now and not go deep into that. So, the root cause of every family problem is resistance. I'm going to say that again. The root cause of every family problem is resistance. Actually, it's the root cause of probably every problem in your life, but we're just going to apply it to family right now. It's resistance. And it was definitely required of you at some point. Developmentally speaking, when you're born and between the ages of 0 and 3 and maybe all the way up to 5, you can't really tell the difference between yourself and your parents. And so you think you're them. And then when you're around the age 2, you learn the word no. So you start being able to assert yourself, but you still don't have a lot of separation between you and them cognitively. And as you grow and you get to like the teenager level, that's when resistance is actually a bit necessary. Because you came onto this planet with a higher vibration than your parents. That's part of how evolution works. It's like the next generation always has a higher vibration than the previous. So we continue to evolve the planet. And so on some level, your soul knows that you're here to be different than your parents and do things different. And maybe some things the same. There's nothing wrong with tradition as long as it's done by choice and not obligation. And there's nothing wrong with doing things the way that it has been done in your family for many generations, as long as it's done by choice and not out of necessity or obligation, and it's expansive for you. Like it feels great in your body when you think about doing those things. If you're unconscious about repeating the patterns that your parents and grandparents and ancestors have done, you're just like, well, that's the way my parents did it, so that's how I'm going to do it. That's like this story I'd like to share with you that you may or may not have heard before. So it's coming up towards Christmas time, and the daughter asks her mother, Mom, why do you always cut the ends off the ham and throw them away before cooking it? And she's like, well, that's just how my mother did it. And so the next time the mother's with the grandmother, she asks, hey, why do you always cut the ends off the ham? And the grandmother was just like, I don't know. That's just how my mom did it. So the grandmother asked the great grandmother at the next family gathering, hey, why did you always cut the ends off the ham before cooking it? And she's just like, well, the pan was too small. So there wasn't any functional purpose, but that was an unconscious pattern that got passed down generation after generation after generation. And if you function from unconscious patterns that get passed down from generation to generation to generation, you are not possibly living the most expansive life, because you're here on this planet to live as the embodiment of infinite consciousness. And infinite consciousness is infinitely expanding. So if you want to be in harmony with that, the actions that you take and the words that you say and the choices you make should feel light and expansive in your body, like you're continuing to expand. It is your natural state to be ever expanding infinite bliss, as long as you allow yourself to be aware and not go unconscious. All right. Linda says, that happens to me. Part of my mind turns off, except the part that needs to be present. Yeah, totally. And so one of the reasons we go unconscious is because we don't want to acknowledge the tension, feel the unresolved, unreleased feelings and emotions from the past. And how do we do that? How do we get past that? That's a possibility I'd like to invite you to, that it could be easier than you ever imagined possible, painless, and faster than you ever imagined possible. And that brings us to the first tool I'd like to share with you today. It's called RICH, R-I-C-H. It's our clearing tool in accelerated light healing. It stands for release, integrate, clear, and harmonize. Release, integrate, clear, and harmonize. So what we're doing with this tool is we're addressing an energy, whatever it is, an old emotion, a limiting belief, or just something that's coming up for you in the moment. We're addressing it, clearing it out. So what we're doing is releasing and clearing all the heavy, dense, stuck energies, the thoughts, feelings, emotions, lies, stories, limitations, judgments, and conclusions. Releasing and clearing them from your physical body, boom, so they're gone. Releasing and clearing them from your energy bodies, boom, so they're gone. You're no longer affected by them. Then the I am rich stands for integrate. So we're integrating parts and pieces of you that you either pushed away, that you lost, that flew away, or you denied whenever you experience trauma this lifetime or any other lifetime of reality. We're bringing those parts of you back, integrating them into you now so you have access to more of you. Shamans call that soul retrieval, and we do have longer soul retrieval processes than accelerated light healing, but that the integrate function brings those soul parts back really quickly for you. The other part of the integrate function is integrating any awarenesses you're unwilling to be aware of whenever you experience trauma this lifetime or any other lifetime in reality, because you're an infinite being. And as an infinite being, you're infinitely aware of everything past, present, and future. Except if you were willing to be that aware, you'd probably never step into a traumatic situation knowingly. You'd probably never get into your car and drive to the grocery store if you knew you were going to get in a car accident. You'd probably never get in your car and drive to the family gathering if you knew you were going to have a horrible time. But why does that happen? Well, it's these places that we're unwilling to be aware that create situations that aren't very fun in our lives. And they don't allow us to continue to infinitely expand. So infinite consciousness is infinitely expanding. And you as an infinite being are infinitely expanding, except you're infinitely expanding, 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 boom. Then you come up against the wall. And this shows up as resistance in your life. The thing is, infinite consciousness is still infinitely expanding, and it's trying to pull you through this wall. So it's trying to show you that this wall, you created this wall, and it's illusion, and you can make it vanish in a moment. But you have to be aware of something. And so the first time it tries to get your attention, it's going to be like, hey, you should get this. You should really get this, like a little feather light touch on the face. And if you don't get it, then it's going to be like a tap on the face, like, hey, you should get this. If you don't get it, it's going to be like a slap in the face. Hey, you should really get this. And if you don't get it, it's going to be like a punch in the face. Hey, you should really get this. And it's going to keep getting more and more and more intense until you get it. So you might as well just get it. And that's what the integrate function does, is it integrates those awarenesses you're unwilling to be aware of. So you don't have to keep repeating the patterns of your life over and over and over again to get them. You just get them. Some people would call that learning lessons. I don't use the word lessons. I don't think we're here to learn lessons, but we are here to become aware of the things that we are unwilling to be aware of, so we can be our infinite selves, which is why we're here on this planet. All right, and then the H in rich stands for harmonized. So we're harmonizing on the energetic bodies and the physical body to vibrate at that new higher level instantly and effortlessly. When I started out learning energy healing 15 years ago, I learned Reiki, and my teacher was like, you're going to get a healing, you're going to feel great, you're going to bliss out, and then you're going to get sick for 3 days while your physical body catches up to your new spiritual vibration. It's like, I don't want to get sick for 3 days. Why would I want to get sick why would I want to get a healing done if I'm just going to get sick afterwards? But that was the quickest and most effective tools we had at the time. Now where consciousness is on the planet, we can just make that jump instantaneously. So H is harmonized. It harmonizes the physical body and energetic bodies to vibrate at the new higher level instantly and effortlessly. All right. Now you don't have to remember any of what I just said for it to work. Just remember rich is for clearing. That's all you need to know. And so one really practical way you can use this is, in a situation like, we'll start before a family gathering. We use a family gathering as an example a lot today. But before a family gathering, before even going, you feel this stress and tension and fear coming up around it. Well, part of that is you perceiving a potential of what could happen at the gathering. Part of that is also you projecting your past fears and traumas onto that future gathering. And so we want to get away from unconscious projection. We want to get away from letting the emotions, traumas, and experiences of the past unconsciously create our future. Does that make sense? And the way we do that is, well, we release them. we get rid of them. Because they're not really required. Anything you're holding on to so tightly creates resistance in your life. And that creates stress and illness in your body. And so really you get to choose at what level do you want to vibrate at. Do you want to vibrate at the level of stress and anxiety, or do you want to vibrate at the level of bliss and joy and ease? If you know me, you know that my purpose on this planet, my reason for being here is to create as much bliss, joy, and consciousness on the planet as possible. And so that's what I like to create for myself also. So you're thinking about going to family gathering, all this stuff's coming up for you. You're freaking out. You're like, oh my gosh, 2 Christmases ago, Grandpa got really drunk and said some horrible things, and I just don't want to deal with that again. And all this tension between me and my aunt, my cousin, and my brother. I just don't want to deal with that. But you've already made the decision that you're going, for whatever reason that is. And that's fine. What you want to do at that point is you want to let go of all that stress and all that projection and all that unconscious baggage from the past. And it's very easily done. You just say these words. Everything that's coming up for me right now, rich. Ah. So I'm gonna run a similar clearing on you around all of that right now, and I'll share that tool again in a moment for you. Everything you've experienced at family gatherings, all the family stress and trauma that makes family gatherings not fun or easy or joyful. Everything, all that is, and everywhere you locked in all that, and everywhere you're projecting that is happening again, or will continue to happen again forever. And everywhere you lock in all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. And just take a deep breath in, notice what you're experiencing in your body and your energy. If you could give that feeling a word or two, what would it be? I'll explain the reality reset tool as you're chatting that in. We want run reality reset after a rich clearing, just to literally reset all reality to make the change happen even faster. So reality reset resets all the molecules and energetic pathways in your body, all the molecules and energetic pathways you can see, and all the molecules and energetic pathways in all of infinite consciousness. So reality stops creating itself from everything you cleared and released with rich. And it starts creating itself from everything you integrated and harmonized with rich. So change happens really, 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 really fast. Blissful, joyful, spacious. Yeah, totally. Yay. All right. So, again, that tool that I just shared with you, a really easy way to use the rich tool is when you have emotions coming up, fear, or really anything that's less than blissful. That's when I would say run it. Anytime you're feeling anything that's less than totally blissful, you should rich it and see what happens. The worst thing that could happen is nothing. The best thing that could happen is everything. And life just keeps getting better and better and better and better and better. So the tool, when something's coming up for you, is just everything that's coming up for me right now, rich. And I'd recommend writing that down on a Post-it note and putting it next to your computer, maybe on your desk at work, maybe on your refrigerator, maybe in your car. Just so you have it, so you have a reminder like, wow, okay, I don't have to be at the effect of my emotions anymore. Rich will clear most of your emotions that are coming up, and especially the emotions that you've been holding on to for a very long time. There's a small percentage of energy that you may need to do other things to get to move, and usually it involves something creative or somatic. So like dancing, making art, making music, screaming. Some people did breaking plates therapy. I used to punch a block of clay when I needed to. But generally, Rich will clear out most of your stuff. So play around with it, see what kind of magic and change you can create in your life with it. All right, so that was talking about before a family gathering. Now we're at the family gathering, okay? I'm going to share just 3 secrets on how to deal with family stress. And the first one is that statement that I just shared, everything that's coming out for me right now, Rich. And I'd like to give an example. So you're in a conversation with a family member, and they've decided you should be doing something differently than you are doing it. Have you ever had that experience before? They know better. You should be doing it this way, or you shouldn't be doing that with your life. You should be doing this. And they start giving you all the reasons why. How fun is that? Here's the thing. The first shift you got to make is you got to realize that they think that them doing that is actually a caring act. They think that judging you and trying to change you into what they think will give you a better life, or what they think is as a better life, they think by helping to do that for you is actually caring. From a conscious perspective, it is not, but that's how they were taught to love. That's like caring is making sure people do things the right way so they have a good life. So first, just having that awareness can help you shift a little bit from resistance to compassion. But there's some other things you can do too. So as they're doing that, maybe a little bit of part of you is saying, oh, maybe they are right. Maybe I shouldn't be following my passion. Maybe I should go do work the way they think that I should be doing it, or whatever the topic is. Maybe a part of you is just like resisting them totally, like, screw you, I'm doing what I want. And you always try to do this. Rah, 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 rah. When people are arguing, it's kind of like 2 people pushing against each other with equal amount of force. Nobody moves. They're just locked in. The thing is, if one of you moves out of the way, you just take a step to the left, the other person just falls right over. So we want to get to a place of non-resistance, neutrality. So the first step in this is using the clearing that I just shared with you. Everything that's coming up for you right now, Rich. You can also use everywhere I'm resisting this person's criticism, judgment, or advice, Rich. And you just let that energy go. Because your energy of resistance actually gives them fuel for the fire to keep delivering to you all their ideas of how you should be living your life better or differently. So you want to enrich your resistance. And then you want to be the cloud. And what I mean by that is you want to be a cloud. It's that simple. What are you talking about, Macaya? Oh, I'll tell you. You want to be a cloud. So think about this. If you take a tomato and you throw it against the brick wall, what's going to happen? It's going to go splat, and it's going to get all sticky and all over the brick wall. But if you throw a tomato at a cloud, what's going to happen? Oh, it just passes right through. And your resistance makes you a wall. So their energy sticks to you, and it just keeps getting icky on you. But if you're a cloud, energy just passes right through, and they'll shortly run out of energy, because by you resisting it, it actually gives them energy to keep fueling the fire. If you are the cloud, their energy just goes right through you. And if you are in total non-resistance, if you're just in total allowance of this person and what they have to say, without a point of view that they're right or wrong or good or bad, that energy just passes through you. You can allow it to charge up and actually turn your body on and give it more energy. But only if you're not resisting it. You're like, why would I want my family members to turn my body on? Well, it's no different than the kind of way that a tree would turn your body on. It's just energy passing through your body and allowing your body to get excited. Your body gets excited by energy. And if you don't judge the energy if you don't judge an energy, it can pass through you and charge your body up and turn it on and give you more energy. So you want to get to the place of non-resistance, and how you do that is by enriching everything that's coming up for you. And if you it works if you feel lighter after you run the clearing. So everything that's coming up for me right now, rich. Okay, I can breathe better. I feel more expansive. I feel more present. I don't feel like I'm resisting this person anymore. If you are still resisting the person, find another clearing. All right, everywhere I'm resisting this person, rich. The structure of the words doesn't matter. You're just addressing an energy that you want to clear out and adding rich to the end to do it. Does that make sense? Any questions on that before we move on? You got to be the cloud. Marta says, I just wrote it down. The rich tool works like a miracle. Yes. How beautiful. Love it. Okay. So one more time. Everything that's coming up for me right now, rich. Boom. It's coming. Then you can be more present. The next thing to be aware of at family gatherings is, as an infinite being, again, would it make sense that you're infinitely aware of everything? Because you are everything. How can you not be infinitely aware of everything? And would it make sense that also everything includes other people and their thoughts and feelings and emotions and their bodies? So one of the things as you continue down your conscious evolutionary journey is to start realizing and become conscious of when you are having your own thoughts, feelings, emotions, which is actually generally rare for an infinite being. Most of the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that you experience are actually things that you have taken on from other people. Rich tool moves that stuff out very quickly. But you want to be able to differentiate between what's actually yours and what's other people's. So let's say you're sitting around the dinner table with your family, a big family gathering of like 12 plus people. And somebody makes a comment, oh, Aunt Ruth, your spaghetti tastes a little bland. Last year it was so vibrant. And everybody just starts holding their breath. They're like, oh, what's going to happen next? Okay, do you want to function from the place of okay, I'm going to function like everybody else here and worry about how Aunt Ruth is going to respond? And maybe you're hearing all the other judgments, like maybe your brother is thinking, oh my gosh, that person shouldn't have said that. That was so dumb. That was so mean. Or the mom was thinking, why would you do something like that? Go to your room or whatever it is. And you start picking up all these thoughts and emotions from everybody at the table until you're willing to realize that they're not yours and acknowledge that they're not yours. You think that they're yours. And so you have these thoughts. So anytime you find yourself judging anyone or anything, you want to ask this question: is this mine or someone else's? Is this mine or someone else's? And if it lightens up at all, that means it's not yours. And if it doesn't lighten up, it doesn't matter, because the next step is still the same. You just say, is this mine or someone else's? Everything that is rich. And it goes away. And the more and more you do that, the more you break this pattern of unconsciously thinking that other people's thoughts, feelings, emotions are your own. And that also has to do with people's bodily sensations, like hunger. Maybe you have a tendency to overeat at family gatherings. Now, that could be one of two things. That could be, one, you're feeling overwhelmed by all the emotions and emotional stress that everybody's experiencing at these gatherings, and the tension that is unseen and unsaid and hidden in the background. So you try to eat to make yourself less aware of those things, which doesn't actually really work. It can distract you a little bit, but it doesn't actually make you less aware. Or B, the other thing is you could be picking up on other people's hunger and thinking it's your own, or their desire to become unconscious of all the stress and tension that's going on between the family. And so what if your desire to eat more food than your body wants isn't actually even yours? So you want to be aware of your hunger levels at family gatherings. And whenever you're hungry, just ask, is this mine or someone else's? And if it lightens up, everything that is rich, let it go, and then, maybe make a different choice. Michelle says, no thanks to putting on weight for other people. Yeah, totally. You don't need to eat their food too. And this goes for any situation here. Like, maybe there's a controversial topic coming up. Maybe one of the aunts or uncles says at the dinner table, oh, did you hear so-and-so's friend just became a lesbian? And the stream of emotion comes up out of all these people, maybe some conservative that don't know how to deal with it, maybe some liberal who are offended by the way that that was brought up in conversation. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Again, all these emotions are coming up and you don't really know what's going on. You just know that you have a lot of sensation going on in your body. Or maybe you hear their thoughts too, or maybe you find yourself in some sort of form of judgment at that point. Again, you want to ask, is this mine or is this someone else's? Again, if it lightens up, that means it's not yours. So you just reach it. Everything, all this is rich. And then it clears. And then you can be the cloud again. It may dissipate the energy of the conversation and the conversation shifts really quickly, or it may not, but at that point you're no longer affected by the emotional charge around it. You're being the cloud, all that energy is just passing right through you. So you're not caught up in the drama of it. So let's clear that out. Everywhere you've decided part of being in family, or the only way you can connect with or talk with your family is to do drama or talk about other people's drama or other drama going on in the world, or just drama in general. Everything, all that is. Everywhere you lock all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Yeah. What are you noticing after that clearing? Just take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment. Notice how your body's feeling. If you give that feeling a word or two, what would it be? Really helpful to not function from other people's thoughts, feelings, emotions, because how many of you notice that generally most of the time you're the most conscious person in a room? I can imagine if you're on this live stream, probably almost all of you, if not all of you. And that's totally fine. That's a choice you made for this life. The people that haven't made that choice or haven't made it yet, that was their choice. That's totally fine. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Nothing's wrong with the level of consciousness that they're vibrating at. They'll come back to the place of infinite love at some point. Will be this lifetime, maybe not. Doesn't matter. At some point they will. And by you resisting where they are at their level of consciousness is only going to create conflict for the both of you. So when you find yourself resisting other people, everywhere I'm resisting this right now, rich. Cool. All right. Milo says feeling neutral and calm. Yeah, beautiful. All right. So is this mine or is this someone else's? Amazing tool. If you do that as much as you can remember for a week, you'll realize that most of the things you think and feel are not even yours. So you just write them. And you go back to being you as the infinite, beautiful infinite being that you be. All right. So this next tool is how you transform uncomfortable conversations. And this tool is not something you can just use with your family. You can use it in any situation. You know what I'm talking about. This is the conversation where a family member has cornered you, and they just keep talking and talking and talking, and you can't figure out how to get out of it. Or maybe it's at work, it's a boss or a coworker, and you just don't know how to politely excuse yourself, so you just keep taking it. What if there was an easier way? There is, and I'm going to share it with you right now. Whenever anybody's in a conversation with somebody else, there are 4 states of being. 3 are three of these states are I'm not exactly sure the correct word for it. I'm going to use manipulative. Is that the word I want to use? I'm going to use manipulative. 3 of these states of being are manipulative, and 1 of them is generative or expansive. So the 3 manipulative states are projecting energy, sucking energy, or we'll call it blank. Blank or neutral. Those are the 3 manipulative states that you can be in conversation. The 4th state, the expansive state, is resonant. Okay, and that's a generative contribution to both parties who are in that conversation. And so I'm going to talk just a little bit about the 3 manipulative states, and I'm going to share with you how to work with them to change the energy. So the manipulative states again are projective, sucking, and blank. Neutral is not the best word for it because we're all trying to get to this place of neutrality, and the neutral state in conversation is that I'm talking about. The manipulative neutral is not the same as where we're trying to get to neutral of like having no point of view. So I'm just going to call that state blank. We'll start with projective. Projective is where they are like going at you and trying to get you to change. And generally that comes off as anger or forcefulness or criticism. And really what they really want is they just want to be received. So instead of resisting that, because remember again, if you're a wall and you throw a tomato at the wall, boom, it goes splat. And that's not what they want, and that's not what you want. What you want to do is you want to be the cloud. You want to be completely non-resistant to it and just let that energy pass right through you. So if you find yourself resisting it and resisting that person and their ideas, which may be coming across in the form of judgments or constructive criticism or non-constructive criticism. You want to start out by riching it. All right, everything that's coming up for me right now, rich. Or everywhere I'm resisting this person, rich. And then you want to be the cloud. Just be a cloud. Let that energy pass right through you. They'll run out of steam pretty quickly. The places, so you're not generally a total wall, but you can have sticking points in your cloud, like little pockets of vibrational resonance with what they're saying. And those are the places where, like, oh, maybe this person does know better than me. Maybe they're older than me, so I should listen to them. Okay, that's a place where the tomato can hit. Or they're right, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, so I'm messed up. Okay, that's another place where the tomato can hit. So that's where doing the clearing, everything that's coming up for me right now, rich, can clear those sticking points so you don't have any places for the tomato to hit. The energy just passes right through you. Okay. So that's how you deal with the projective, is you become the cloud and you don't resist them. They'll run out of fuel pretty quickly. A few minute stops. And, you know, just sit there, smile, acknowledge. You can even say something like, thank you for caring. Thank you for caring so much about me. And if you do that from a genuine place, you might see them light up like, oh, cool, they received my message. It doesn't mean you have to do anything with what the message that they gave you. Remember that. Acknowledging their message doesn't mean you have to take action on it. You're just acknowledging that you heard them. Okay. All right, so the sucking energy, also known as energetic vampire. They just forgot that they have access to an infinite source of energy from infinite source. They forgot that they are everything and that they're infinitely connected and that they're an infinite being. So really, they're just trying to get filled up with energy. So if somebody's trying to suck your energy, the thing is, you know that you have access to an infinite source of energy. If you didn't, you know now. So all you have to do with somebody who's trying to suck your energy is just pull energy from all of infinite consciousness through your body and send it to them. Send them energy, not your energy. You're sending the energy of infinite consciousness through you to them until they get filled up. And when they get filled up, they'll go away. Because at that point, they either have to choose to change and realize that they're an infinite being, or they have to go away from you because they like their sucking mode of being. They like doing the energetic vampire thing. And so they'll go find somebody who it feels more familiar to be around. A situation that feels more familiar where they can keep sucking energy. Because you're just giving them all the energy. And that also takes non-resistance. So having no judgment of what they're doing, and also not buying into that they have any more power than you do. So everywhere you've decided that other people have more power than you, or energetic vampires have more power than you, and everywhere you're scared of them, and everywhere you locked in all that into your body. Everything all that is, and everywhere you locked in all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Yeah. So again, if somebody's sucking your energy, you just pull energy from all over infinite consciousness through your body and send it to them. Keep filling them up. They'll either change or they'll go away. And then the third one is neutral. Sorry, we're going to use blank. And the blank mode of manipulative conversation shows up in one of two ways. One, either they want you to inspire them before they will open up. Or two, they want to feel safe before they'll open up. And so if they want to feel safe before they open up, that's a place where you get to be neutral too. You're not doing neutral out of manipulation, you're doing neutral out of complete allowance of this person being however they choose to show up in the world. Which they may not have gotten that experience a lot in their life, and that might be why they're playing that way. If the other person is blank wanting you to inspire them, that actually is kind of a form of energetic vampire trying to steal energy. It's just showing up in a different way. You get to choose if you want to play that game. Might just be easier to send an angel or an archangel, hey, angel, go over there and inspire this person. Something like that. So you don't have to do it. I most likely wouldn't play that game unless it was somebody that I genuinely cared about and wanted to shake them out of their rut. So first, that's everything that's come up around any and all this for you, and everywhere you locked any and all that into your body. Unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Are there any questions on that? I'm going to share with you an easy way to deal with all of that in just a moment, where you don't actually have to do all the work that I was talking about. Somebody asked a question. We send energy to energy vampires. Does that mean they will continue to come back for a refill at other times? Most likely not. Because that's not what they're looking for. Even though I said that's what they're looking for, it's not actually what they're looking for. They feel loved when they are able to suck energy from you. And so that's what feels natural to them, and that's what they are seeking on a human level. on a soul level, they're seeking to be filled up. So their soul would seek that, but that's not how they're playing it out in this human reality. They're looking for, how do I feel love? How do I feel love? And that they get by sucking, the actual act of sucking energy, or like cornering people in conversations where they have to feel sorry for them or whatever it is. So by you filling them up, you're giving them something that their soul wants, but the way that their ego has decided that they get love, or the way the ego has decided that they will receive love, you're not actually doing for them. So they'll go try to find that from other people who will do that for them. That was a great question. Thank you. All right. Any other questions before we get? Oh, I want to share how to do that easily. So we talked about the 4 types of conversation. First 3 being manipulative, which are projective, sucking, and blank. Then the 4th one, which is energetically resonant, or we'll just call it resonant. And that's the constructive, generative one, where both people are being filled up and evolved by the conversation. So if you had to figure that out for every single interaction that you have, that would take some effort and some consciousness, and you're more than willing to do that. I'm assuming at some point in time that's what people had to do, but that's not what we have to do anymore. That's too much work. All you have to do is ask the question, what energy do they require of me? And by doing that, your body and your energy will know whether to just send people energy from infinite consciousness, to expand out and just receive the energy that's coming at you, or to inspire the neutral or make the neutral feel safe. The blank. Inspire the blank or make the blank feel safe. And that way you can actually change the situation. So by doing that, these people may go away because they've either gotten what they needed or wanted from you, or they know that they can't get what they want or need from you, so they'll go find it from somebody else. Or another possibility, which is the even better option, is that it literally changes the way that they interact with you, and they start interacting with you on a resonant level where you're actually having generative conversation with each other, which is amazing when that happens. So again, the question to ask is, what energy do they require of me? You'll notice that can lessen the tension in a room very quickly. All right, are there any other questions before we get into the activation? Excited to bring you guys on a little journey here. What happens to you if your energy can flow through you? Not sure what you mean, Shelley. When we talk about sending energy to somebody, I'm not talking about sending your energy. You're not giving them any of your energy. You're pulling energy from all of infinite consciousness through you and sending it to them. So that inherently charges up your body and energy field with energy. It feels really good. And B, it gives them the energy that they were trying to suck from you, and you don't get drained. Did that answer your question? Any other questions here before we get into the activation? I'm super excited. We're going to do some more clearings after the activation too. So stick around for that. But we're gonna go into great state here for a little while. All right. So what I'd like you to do, if this is your first accelerated light healing activation, welcome. If you've done this many times, welcome also. All you need to do is just get comfortable. So lay back in your chair. And just take a couple deep breaths and really sink into wherever you're at. Allow your eyes to close. Let some sound out on the exhale. So what I'd like you to do is become aware of the energy that surrounds your body. Expand the energy out to the size of the room you're in. Expand the energy out to the size of the building you're in. Expand the energy out to the size of the city block you're on. Expand the energy out to the size of the city you're in. Expand the energy out to the size of the state or province you're in. Expand the energy out to the size of the country you're in. Expand the energy out to the size of the entire planet. Expand the energy out to the size of the solar system. Expand the energy out to the size of the galaxy. Expand the energy out to the size of the universe. Expand the energy out to the size of the universe of universes. Expand the energy all the way out to infinite consciousness. Keep breathing. There's going to be periods of silence here where the energies are just doing their thing. Just allow yourself to receive. All right, now with the help of the archangels, we're going to go through and clear the stress and trauma you've experienced from all your past family gatherings. We're going to do that now. And we'll add unresolved emotions from past family gatherings to that too. We'll release and clear those. So everything, all that is, all the stress and trauma and unresolved emotions that you have from past family gatherings, and everywhere you're unwilling to let any and all of them go, and everywhere you locked any and all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Just keep breathing. If you notice in any places of tension in your body, just breathe into them. Allow the energy to move it out. If you have any thoughts or pictures coming up in your head, all you have to say is everything is coming up for me right now. Rich. And everything that won't allow you to have a time that is more fun, phenomenal, amazing, rewarding, rewarding, joyful, blissful, beautiful, and glorious with your family at all your family gatherings, future family gatherings, everything that won't allow that. Everywhere you locked in all of that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. All right, now I'm going to enhance your connection to infinite source in the earth. What I'd like you to do now is breathe energy from the earth, up your feet, up your entire body, not your head, all the way up to infinite source. Do that 2 more times. Energy from the earth, up your feet, up your entire body, not your head, all the way up to infinite source. Once more. Now I'd like you to breathe energy from infinite source into the top of your head, down your entire body, and out your feet into the earth. Do that 2 more times. Once more. I'd like you to breathe energy from the earth, up your feet, up your entire body, and out your head, all the way up to infinite source. Do that 2 more times. Once more. Beautiful friends. Take some deep breaths. When you're ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and toes, rotate your wrists and ankles, press your body, even squeeze your body a little. In your own time, you can come back to sitting and open your eyes. Ah, beautiful friends. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. Notice what you're experiencing in your body and energy field. And do that 2 more times. Once more. Beautiful. How you feeling? I'd love to know if you could just put that feeling in a word or two, what would it be? If you have anything longer you'd like to share from that experience, I'd love to hear that too. Lilo says, Macaya, my little dog just stretched along with us. She thanks you too. Aw, yay. Animals love soaking up the accelerated light healing energies. We're gonna do some more mega clearings here, so stick around. I just love to hear how people are feeling before we move on here. Demetria says ease, peace, and healing, and it's 444. Yay! Beautiful. That's the number of the angels. These angels are with it, helping contribute to the healing. Michelle says lots of yawning, feeling very clear. Beautiful. Shelley says very nice. All right. Jeannie says light, buzzing, and calm. Yeah. Love it. Phyllis says clear and calm. Yay. That's what I like to hear. So, as you can tell from today's class, there's a lot of energy around family. And we did a lot today. We made a huge jump, and there's so much more we can do together. When you're free of family stress and the wounds, really the wounds that you've experienced from your family, that you're either conscious or unconscious of, you get to be free to live your life the way you desire it, in bliss and passionate. To be passionate and excited about every moment of life. It's really hard to do that if you're coming up against resistance around the wounds that you've experienced with your family. So I was looking at how I could best contribute to you all, and I came up with this 6-week class called Healing the Family Wounds. Would it be all right if I took a few minutes and shared that with you? Thank you. And stick around until the end, because we're going to do some more mega clearings after that and just kind of catapult you into the next level here. So my first question is to you is, did you receive all the love you needed from your family? Most people generally answer no to that question. Did you experience any physical and emotional abuse from your family? A lot of times people answer yes to that. Did you maybe feel like you had to work hard for your parents' attention and appreciation? A lot of people answer yes to that too. And so my question to you is, would you like to heal your relationship with your family so you can be free to live the life of your dreams, to be free of the past so you can create life the way you would like to live it? And if you said yes to that, come play with me in the 6-week series, Healing the Family Wounds. This series is for you if you felt unloved by one or both of your parents, you have a hard time trusting people, if you've experienced physical or verbal abuse from your family, if you create unfulfilling and unsatisfying romantic relationships and friendships, or even just isolate yourself from the world, or you feel unlovable, unworthy, or undeserving in life, this class is for you. So in these live streams, you're going to heal abuse from your family, the trauma from all of that, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or sexual abuse and trauma. We're gonna heal all that, clear it out, so you can be free from that tension, so you can really be open to connection, and open to love, and open to expressing yourself the way that you know you can and that you desire to on this planet. You're going to increase your self-love and your confidence, increase your personal power and manifestation abilities. You're going to learn to connect with the guidance of your ancestors, these beings that had an intention for you being alive way before you even were aware of that. And that can go back thousands of generations, these glorious beings that has had so much love to really put forth into your genetic line. And now have guidance that they can give you. You're going to heal your inner child. You're going to step into feeling safe, secure, and loved in your body, and so much more. So the first part of each class is going to be accelerated light healing clearings, like we did today, but we're going to be able to jump right into it. We're not going to have to spend time talking about the ritual. We're just going to be able to jump right in and do the clearing work to clear the ancestral wounds that have been affecting you in this lifetime, whether that be from your family from this lifetime or your entire ancestral lineage. We're going to clear all that out. We're going to talk more about that in a minute too. Second part of each class will be an accelerated light healing activation. Again, like we did, but longer. We did like a 10-minute activation today. Usually the activations of the classes are 30, 40 plus minutes to really go deep and really create a lot of change for you in that amount of time. And in those activations, clearing cellular trauma from the neglect and lack of a love and abuse that you've experienced, clearing old contracts and vows from your ancestral lineage that are holding you back. Definitely if you're experiencing any abundance issues in this lifetime, clearing those old contracts and vows from your ancestral lineage is so effective in that. But also just in relationship, whether it be romantic or friendships, those old contracts and vows can really skew things for you. So we're going to clear all those out. You're going to heal your physical body and increase your personal power and manifestation abilities. Those activations are going to be intense. When you receive them, you're going to release stress and anxiety. You're going to have more inner peace, experience infinite love and being infinitely loved. Repattern your timeline. So we're going to repattern your entire timeline with you receiving all the love you desired as a kid. So what would your life be like now if you had received all the love and attention and appreciation and nurturing that you desired or needed when you were a child? We're actually going to do that for you so you can start functioning from that place, which inherently increases your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your self-worth, and knowing that you deserve to have everything in and as your life the way you desire it, and that you can have it and it's okay to have it. We're going to clear generational and galactic curses. You're going to reconnect with your infinite power, clear cellular trauma from family abuse and tension, connect with the wisdom of your ancestors, and so much more. I'm going to tell you what the 6 weeks, what you're going to experience in the 6 weeks in just a moment. But before I do that, I'd like to share with you what some other people have been saying about these live streams. Dear Macaya, I've felt like I've been in a spiritual and energetic prison for years. Thanks to your class, I feel like I've been reborn and I'm getting my life back. I'm so grateful to you. That was from Anne, and she's one of my students in the United States. That was after just one single class. She's like, I broke out of spiritual and energetic prison and I feel like I'm being reborn. So amazing. I love hearing that. Sydney from the UK says, I can completely breathe into my lungs now. SR from Singapore says, it feels like I'm more complete, like something was missing and now it's back, like something was gone and now I have more of myself. And Karen C from the USA, she had this amazing physical transformation from one of the live stream series. She says, wow, Macaya, now I know I was meant to take this class. Thank you so much for offering the live streams. My back and spine were hurting before I did them, and it hasn't since. I've had low back pain for 35 years, and it was hurting bad when I did your live stream. Now, no pain at all, and my back feels stronger again. I cannot tell you how far in debt I was going to chiropractors and for acupuncture, none of which ever gave me relief, only for a day or two. I wish I knew about your work years ago. Thank you, Macaya, for your blessed healing work. Oh, such a sweet thing to hear from Karen. And again, that was after just one live stream. That was after the first live stream in a series that she was a part of. So here's what you're going to experience over the 6 weeks. Class number 1 is healing the mother wounds. So you're going to heal the places where you did not receive the love and nurturing that you needed from your mother, whether that be in the womb, as a baby, as a toddler, as a elementary schooler, as a junior high schooler, or even a high schooler, the love and nurturing that you needed from your mom. She wasn't available for that. That affected you. And so we're going to heal that. We're going to heal those places and give you the love and nurturing that you required so you can fill up with that and allow your life to be filled from this place of overflowing love. You're going to reclaim the deep love of the divine feminine and open your heart to receiving more love. Class 2 is healing the father wounds. So you're going to heal from not receiving the love and care that you needed or desired from your father. Same way. And so in doing that, you're going to reclaim the infinite protection of the divine masculine. You're going to increase your feelings of safety, security, and abundance on this planet. Class 3 is healing the ancestral wounds. So you're going to clear generational curses and contracts that are affecting you in this life. You're going to claim the guidance of your ancestors, and you're going to step into infinite health, because what we're going to do is we're going to heal any genetic predisposition to disease in your DNA. We're going to clear all that stuff out so you can just go back to your infinite divine template, your blueprint for infinite health in this life. Class 4 is healing the inner child wounds. So when we heal the inner child, you're going to learn to deeply trust others and yourself. You're going to reclaim your sense of openness to connecting with the world, moving away from trying to hide from the world or hide parts of yourself from this world, and just be open, which makes your life so much easier and so much more fun. And then you're also going to increase, by doing that, you're going to increase your self-esteem and self-confidence. Class 5 is healing the galactic ancestral wounds. So you're going to heal the wounds from galactic wars that stop you from being in your full power. I'm not going to go deep into that right now, but just know that there were things that happened that many thousands of years ago that are still in your energy field that aren't allowing you to step into your infinite being, your full infinite nature, your full power. And so we're going to clear that stuff out in this class. If you've ever felt like, wow, I have so much potential and I just don't know why I can't get started, or why I can't break through to that next level, or why I can't make this happen, there's a good chance this wound has a big part in that, of you stopping yourself from living your full potential, your mission, your purpose here in this life. You're also going to reclaim your sense of personal freedom and start living your purpose on this planet in a big way. Whether that purpose is affecting one person's life, 1,000 people's lives, or 1 million people's lives, whatever that is. The amount of people that you affect doesn't matter. It's about you sharing your gifts at whatever level you desire, your soul desires. And then class 6 is going to be healing the infinite self wounds. So you're going to heal the separation from infinite source wound. This is the wound that you experienced when you separated from Infinite Source and decided, I'm going to come to the planet. I'm going to do this series of living different lifetimes. But, you know, there's that longing to go home. I hear so many people say, I have a longing to go home. And yeah, it's that trauma from the separation from Infinite Source that you're experiencing. So we're going to heal that so you don't have to be sad about that anymore. In doing so, you're going to reclaim your birthright of experiencing yourself as an infinite being. And it's going to increase your vibration to an entirely new level. It's going to be so amazing. I'm so excited. And if you register today, you're going to get a bonus MP3 also. You're going to get Meet Your Soul Parents, an accelerated light healing experience. And this is a class that has changed my life. Changed my entire way of being in the world. So what we're going to do in this accelerated light healing journey is you're going to go on a journey to the 5th realm, which is a shamanic realm, to meet the beings who birthed your soul parents. Just like you have physical parents on the earth plane, you have soul parents that birthed your soul. And these beings have infinite love for you, way beyond anything you could ever imagine possible. And I had no idea, but the first time I went on this journey and met my soul parents, oh my God, when I got there and felt the love that they have for me, I just started bawling my eyes out. I started crying so hard because I had never felt so loved in my life before. I mean, my parents loved me a lot, but my soul parents, just had infinite love for me and total non-judgment and just held me. And it felt so good, and it literally repatterned the cells of my body and my energy field to start functioning from a place where, wow, I am loved, I am lovable, I know I'm deserving of love, increased my confidence level, increased my ability and willingness and openness to connect with other people. So this process heals lifetimes of emotional wounding, feelings of being unlovable or undeserving of love, and so much more. So that's exciting to you. You're going to get that as an instant download when you sign up for the 6-week series here today. So here's what you're going to get. 6 75-minute live streams with me. The ones I was just talking about. You're going to get lifetime access to the videos of each live stream, MP3 audio downloads of each live stream, and then you're going to get that bonus MP3, Meet Your Soul Parents. And again, you're going to get that instantly. That's instant access. So my question to you, is it finally time to joyfully live life totally free from the past? If it is, come play. The 6-week series is going to be amazing. It's just one payment of $333, and that's $100 savings. Or if you want to break it into 2 monthly payments of $195, you can do that. That's a $50 savings. Or I wanted to make it really easy for you too to come play, because I'm here about creating as much change as possible on the planet. So as many people we can get into this is going to create more and more change. And this change just ripples out, not only into your life and your family's lives, but everybody that you touch, everybody you connect with on this planet. So you're creating so much change. So to make it really easy, there's also an option to do 5 monthly payments of $88. So if you're interested in that, just click the click here to register button and come play. And there's a special bonus too. So if you are one of the first 10 people to sign up by Wednesday, December 11th at 11:59 Pacific time, you're going to receive a 30-minute personal one-on-one session with me. And that's a $200 value in and of itself. Doing personal sessions is one of my most favorite things to do on this planet, because people come to me and they're just like, hey, Macaya, I want to change this. I want this to be different in my life. And we just go boom, 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 and we change it, and we clear out what's not working for them. We start creating what is going to work for them. And so what is it that you would like to change in your life? Because whatever it is, we can work on it. We can clear that stuff out. We can change it. And we can start the momentum to really shift your life into something that's more glorious and more beautiful and more fun, phenomenal, amazing, and rewarding than you ever imagined possible. And we can do it really quickly too. So if that's interesting to you, click the click here to register button now, because these sessions are going to sell out. They always do. So don't miss out on that. Click and register today to get that session, because you deserve it. And it would, I love playing with you. It would be just so much fun for us to get together and play. We'll do those calls over phone or Zoom, whatever works best for you. And just before we wrap this up, I would just want to go over a few questions that people generally ask. So how long is each live stream? They're going to be 75 minutes in length. And will you be able to ask questions during live streams? Totally. We're going to use Zoom so you can chat in questions during the live stream if you're there live. And if you can't make it live and you have something you want to share or have cleared, just send that in as an email between the live streams and we can address it on the next live stream. Will I get recordings of the live streams? Yes, totally. You're going to get lifetime access to the videos, and you're going to get those MP3 audio downloads of each live stream also. But if you can't join live, that's okay. Still sign up, because you're going to get those recordings. And I always post the recordings within 24 hours of each live stream, usually a lot quicker than that. Receiving the healing energies and the clearings from the recordings is just as effective as if you were there live. So if you can't make it live, still sign up. You're going to get those recordings and come play. Are there payment plans available? Totally. Again, one payment of $333, that saves you $100. 2 monthly payments of $195, and that saves you $50. Or you can do the 5 monthly payments of $88. Definitely want to make it as easy as possible for you. And what do I need to join the live stream? So all you need is a computer or smartphone with internet access, because we're going to be using Zoom. And to watch the recordings, all you need is a computer or smartphone with internet access, because that will just be a video on a web page that you can watch, and then the MP3 you can download. So is it finally time to heal your family wounds? If it is, come play. Click the click here to register button below. And I'm so excited to play with you on these live streams. Beautiful. So let me get my video going back up again. If there's any questions about the class, you can chat that in, or you can send me an email. I'd love to do some more mega clearings with you before we end for the day. To really just jump you into that next level of ease with your family. So everywhere you resist your family, everywhere you think they know better than you and you should follow their advice, or you think you know better than them, so you have to resist their advice, everywhere that's causing and creating tension between you, and everywhere you locked any and all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Everywhere you're dreading or you're afraid of the upcoming family gatherings, or you're still recovering from the ones you've already been to or that you've ever been to, everything, all it is, and everywhere you locked any all of that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. reset. Ah! All the places and all the things you think you've decided you need to hide from your family, and all the energy you're using to hide that from them. Everything all that is, and everywhere you locked in all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Everywhere you've decided it's your job to keep the peace, or it's your job to change your family or make them better or more spiritual. If you'd like to let that go, now you can, because that's very stressful. You don't have to, but if you'd like to, just say yes. Everything all that is, and everywhere you locked and all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Yeah. And everywhere you're holding yourself back from being the infinite being that you truly be, to make sure you still fit in with your family and that they don't go away, that they don't judge you. Everything, all that is, and everywhere you locked and all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. And the last one is everything that holds you back from having infinite love for your family and receiving infinite love from your family. Everything, all that is, and everywhere you locked and all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Yay, friends. Thank you so much for being here to play with me today. I had so much fun playing with you. I look forward to playing with you again. Thank you.